Hey, welcome to Intuitive Insights. So, this is right before a little outtake from my interview with Tim Lyons from Sober Awakening. And it was before we started our interview, but it had a pretty profound message. I was excavating our interview and editing it, and I felt like this chunk could suffice as a little mini universal message and a meditation, invitation, message for your week. So stick around. Next week, you'll see Tim and I explore what Sober Awakening is, his new podcast coming up, and much, much more. All right. Hope you enjoy.
I just, last night before I went to bed, I asked for some dream direction and I did dream, but now I can't remember it.
Well, I find that like the best way to do that is like when you wake up before your ego kicks in and is like, do all these other things that don't matter. Just like force yourself to go journal and like process the emotions or whatever it was. But I gotta tell you, so I've been having this, this star has been coming into my dreams. Like it came like 3 times and then it sent me down this rabbit hole because the last time it came up, it was like, I saw the name of it and there was a ship and it was like I was getting a lesson, you know? The star was like not twinkling. It was like fixed, right? Which can also look like a planet, you know what I mean? When it doesn't twinkle.
Sure.
And, but I saw the word like C something, I saw an N, you know, and then so I looked up in my chart what the fixed stars in my chart were. And one of them was Canopus, right? Which is basically like the Southern Hemisphere's Polaris, which I'm finding out. Had no idea what it was, didn't know it, but it's the basically the second brightest star in the sky next to Sirius. So I've just learning about this, you know, which is I was like kind of cool. Like,
right.
Never known about this if it hadn't happened to me in a dream. And then I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? So I meditated on it a little bit. And then this morning, it's like that star was waking me up. It kept like, it just like, I saw it brightly and then I opened my eyes. Like 3 times it was being lazy and didn't wake up. You know, at like 5 a.m. But yeah, and then I just had a wicked meditation about it. It was really wild and cool. Anyway, okay, enough of that.
Really?
Yes.
What did you learn? What's the direction you're getting on that?
Well, I read a lot about because almost all the cultures of the Southern Hemisphere have a myth, fable, something about Canopus.
Okay.
Like China, they call it the old man. And there's like and I think Korea as well. And and it's part of a bird constellation there. It's either a bird or a dog constellation in these cultures, ancient cultures. And the old man was sent to live a long life. So part of that could be like, I just had a big health scare. And so I'm wondering if it's, you know, I'm wondering if the resonance there is like, chill out, don't worry about that, you know, because it was a massive health scare that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering if that's part of it. Another one was sailors used it as a directional, navigational star, you know, obviously in the Southern Hemisphere. So the other part that's resonating with me, the other thing that's resonating with me, and when I looked up like, you know, people's dreams interpretations, there's a lot of Islamic dream interpretation. It said something about like the fixed stars being like your guides saying like you're going in the right direction, keep going. Do you know what I mean? But today, the meditation, and I was looking at the rose because I was like, is this a planet or is this Canopus? Because I was feeling Jupiter. And when I looked at the rose for Jupiter, it just like melted like lava. I was like, okay, so not Jupiter. And then when I looked at Canopus, I mean, I would, you know, ask the star or the rose if it was Canopus, and it just shone to me. Like it just was like, I was like, okay, so it's that. And then it's like it sucked me in to the rose and like so crazy, disintegrated me into like stars, like light, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like I went towards a wormhole, like another constellation, and it felt like it was this star, this canopus star, right? And it was like I kept asking questions because I'm like, what is this? What is the message? What, you know? And this is where it's like you have to like let it fall off to find out what was imagination, what's intuition, you know? But it felt like the star was like getting bigger. And then I saw like a new land. And then the phrase that I kept hearing. Oh, and then this guide, the guide that showed me the star initially, that's been coming into my dreams a lot. I was like, who are you? And he wouldn't tell me. It felt like a masculine voice. He wouldn't tell me, but I heard like a teacher is what I heard. That's it. But anyway, so the message that came and what I left with, and I know there's more to excavate, is was clear the path. That's what I got.
Really?
For me, for others, what? And it was like, clear the path. I was like, okay, all right, sensei, I'll peace out right now. Anyway,
all right.
No?
Yeah.
There you have it. That intuitive message from the week based on my dream and this rabbit hole I actually went down with the star canopus, which is actually pretty cool to discover something new that I would never have known before had I not had that dream. So, use your dreams. They are a beautiful tool. Next week, I interviewed Tim and his journey from gutter drunk, as he says, to sobriety and the spiritual awakening in, around, and in between. I hope you come back and enjoy. And if you have any information on the star canopus or know what it might mean in a dream, you can please reach out to me at Magnetize Your Light on all socials. I'd love to hear it. All right. Make magic. Have a wonderful week. Talk soon.